the new 2022-2023 Rotary International President, Jennifer Jones. Jennifer, congratulations on becoming our new Rotary President. So much has been written and said already about being the first woman to become president of our organization. Perhaps you could share with our fellow Rotarians what does this mean for you personally, and for the sort of the direction you'd like to see Rotary take in next year and in the years thereafter.
Well, thank you, John, and hello to our entire Rotary family. And before I dig into that question, let me just say that I'm coming to you from Ottawa, the capital of my home country. And July 1st, while it is our changeover day, it is also the birthday of my home country. And so I thought it was very appropriate to be here in Canada and our Canada tour group that we're all traveling together with and visiting clubs and raising awareness for our great organization. Let me also take a chance to say thank you to Shaker and to Rashi for the incredible service that they have provided over the past year through challenging times. And they have certainly elevated the eye line, as you just discussed, with leaders across the globe and leaders within our organization too. I am incredibly excited to be representing something a little bit different coming in as our first female president. And that means that inclusion is something that we want to be able to acknowledge in ways perhaps that we haven't done in its fulsome nature in our past. And it's important that we acknowledge the amazing women in Rotary who did more than just open the doors that 30 years ago, but took up the challenge of becoming first. And we have a generation of women that have taken up positions of club president and district governor and on our board. And so we've been in our organization long enough now that it was inevitable we would see someone sitting in the seat of presidency. And I'm incredibly humbled and excited right now. I think the world is watching us to see what we do in this moment of inclusion. And that's, excuse me, that's why I'm calling on us to imagine Rotary, because we have this unique opportunity right now to take advantage of this spotlight, to reach a wider audience perhaps than ever before, and to use this to springboard to even greater acts of service that capture our imagination. And this being first is not a singular moment in Rotary, but it doesn't mean anything, quite honestly, until we see a second and a third. And that should apply across the Rotary world to anyone who wants to show up and see themselves as their authentic selves represented in our organization.
Any other thoughts on the issue of membership growth, membership retention, particular initiatives that you are going to be focusing on this coming Rotary year?
Sure. Thanks, John. First, let's salute President Shaker for creating an excitement about bringing members into our organization. And I think that, quite honestly, people found their way to us because of the pandemic in many ways, where we know that we have been able to reach out to people who felt the need to want to be connected. And we were able to create a channel, albeit virtually for 2 years, where people felt that they could be engaged with us. And it's translated, I believe, into membership. Now, what we need to do, and this is the important part, is that we need to keep them. We all know too well that we have been a revolving door for far too many years, and we need to stop that. And that really comes down to the comfort and care of our members. Surveys year after year tell us that the comfort and care of our members is the single greatest driver for member satisfaction and retention. We need to, I believe, not ask people when they're leaving, doing exit surveys, why they've left. We need to ask them when they're coming in, what do they want out of this experience? And then we need to deliver on that value. You know, we have so much to offer: personal growth, leadership development, lifelong friendships. These create the purpose and passion. And we need to ask our members, what do they want to do? And then give them meaningful responsibilities. When they have that, it's really hard to walk away, because we make friends and we get our hands into service. And once that magic happens, I don't believe we need to ask people. I think people will come flooding in because they want to be with like-minded people. If we serve our members, we serve our communities. And if we provide comfort and care to our members, they will truly, I believe, come to understand the incredible power of our organization.
Well, that's why I think your theme of Imagine Rotary is spot on, because as we work to not only attract new members but to retain them, we're going to need to be flexible. We're going to need to be innovative, and we need to imagine things that are different, that allow us, that you'll be conducting around the world. Perhaps you could just share with us a little bit about the tour and what you hope to accomplish.
Well, sure, John. And let me just say, too, that the incredible flexibility that we offer right now and being able to do things a little bit differently is so important. But we also have to remember what's sacred, what doesn't change, what are our sacred truths, our core values, our four-way test, the objects of Rotary. We can do things a little bit different, shaking up our meetings, making a little bit of noise, but we all adhere to those things. And we need to make sure that all of our members, regardless of whether you're a longstanding member or someone who is new to our organization, that we hold ourselves to a high level of integrity. And it's important that we never lose sight of that. One of the things, the Imagine Impact Tour that you just mentioned, we're on the first leg of it. We're kicking it off with a tour across my home country, going from north, the very farthest north, to the very farthest south, and from east to west. Ottawa, as I said, is our nation's capital, so only appropriate to be here on July 1st. But then what we're going to do is embark upon the Imagine Impact Tour internationally. And that means focusing on our 7 areas of focus, adding one additional trip to Pakistan to highlight polio. But the reason for this is that we're going to high impact, sustainable, scalable projects in different parts of the world that showcase our areas of focus and the incredible work that our Rotarians, that all of you are doing. And the reason for this is to raise the eye line of the world. We're taking top tier media, we're taking influencers, we're taking social media people who are expert in this kind of area to help show the external world outside of Rotary what it is that we do. And there's so many people that don't have any idea of the breadth and scope of the incredible hard work and amazing things that we do across the globe. And I hope that while those stories play out to an international audience, we might have people look toward us, maybe for partnerships, maybe for membership. Maybe they just want to join along to do some service with us. But I also want for our internal audience, our members, both all of the members of our Rotary family, whether it's Rotaract, Interact, Rotary members, Rotarians, I want them to also feel point of pride as these stories are being told and shared, that they belong to something that is larger perhaps than ourselves. And it gives us the ability to do things unlike any other organization in the world. And hopefully, while we're doing this on the international level, this is going to trickle down into districts and zones and clubs, most importantly, where they find their own way to do their own Imagine Impact Tour, to connect with media and tell our stories. It's critically important that we share these so that others want to join with us.
Again, thanks for sharing your vision for this upcoming new Rotary year. Jennifer, any closing thoughts from your end as we move into this new Rotary year?
Well, actually, Shaker, Serve to Change Lives is a theme that will live on because it's what we do. That's exactly what we do. We change lives every day. And while our themes change, the continuity of spirit remains. And so as I'm asking our Rotarians to imagine Rotary, it's asking them to dream. And it's asking them to dream about how they can serve to change lives, because that's, like I say, what we do. So I am so grateful for being able to follow you to begin this year. And the excitement, yes, I do feel an excitement that is growing. And I look forward to being able to meet Rotarians and see firsthand the incredible work that they're doing. We have an organization that stands very tall and very proud in the world. And I'm humbled to be able to take this office at this point in time in our history, a time when our world needs a little bit of healing. And I hope to be able to inspire our Rotarians and our Rotaractors and our Rotary family to be able to join me as we look towards doing some good work and some good healing.